Every morning, millions of Americans over 60 start their day with a bowl of oatmeal, believing it to be the golden breakfast for heart health and longevity. But what most people do not realize is that for certain seniors with specific morning health conditions, oatmeal can actually make things worse. It may sound surprising, but if you wake up with bloating, digestive discomfort, acid reflux, low energy despite sleeping well, unexplained joint stiffness, or blood sugar imbalances, eating oatmeal might be silently worsening your symptoms. In today's video, we will meet Margaret, 69 from Seattle, a woman who ate oatmeal faithfully every morning for 18 years, believing it was the healthiest choice. But her chronic morning bloating, fatigue, and digestive troubles only got worse, until her doctor helped her connect the dots. Watch until the end to discover the 6 hidden morning health problems that mean oatmeal might not be right for you, and what you should eat instead to feel lighter, stronger, and more energized after 60. On a foggy morning in Seattle, Washington, 69-year-old Margaret woke up feeling heavy again. She opened the window and watched the mist settle over the evergreen trees lining her quiet neighborhood. Her stomach felt tight and uncomfortable, the same way it had for months. She shuffled to the kitchen, turned on the stove, and started preparing her usual breakfast. A bowl of oatmeal with raisins, a drizzle of honey, and low-fat milk. Oatmeal is supposed to be good for you, right? She often told her daughter during their weekly phone calls. I have been eating it since I turned 50. The doctors always say it is heart healthy. But deep down, Margaret knew something was off. Every morning, within 30 minutes of finishing her bowl, she felt bloated, sluggish, and gassy. Her joints ached more than usual, especially her knees and fingers. She blamed it on age, on the weather, on not sleeping well. Never once did she think her healthy breakfast might be the problem. One morning, after a particularly uncomfortable night, Margaret sat in her doctor's office. She had come in for a routine checkup, but ended up mentioning her ongoing digestive issues. "Doctor, I do not understand," she said. "I eat healthy. I have oatmeal every single morning with fruit. But I feel worse and worse. I am tired all the time, my stomach is always bloated, and my joints hurt more now than they did 5 years ago." Her doctor, a kind woman in her 50s, leaned forward and asked a few questions. "Do you feel the bloating right after breakfast?" "Yes," Margaret nodded. "Do you ever feel acidic or have heartburn?" "Sometimes, yes, especially in the morning." "And do you have any known food sensitivities or digestive issues?" "Well, I have always had a sensitive stomach, but I thought oatmeal was safe." The doctor paused and said something that surprised Margaret. "Oatmeal is generally very healthy, but it is not for everyone, especially if you already have certain digestive or inflammatory issues in the morning. For some seniors, oatmeal can actually trigger bloating, worsen acid reflux, spike blood sugar if eaten incorrectly, and even contribute to joint inflammation if your body is reacting to specific compounds in grains." Margaret stared at her in disbelief. "You mean my oatmeal is making me feel worse?" "It is possible," the doctor replied. "Let us run a few tests, and in the meantime, try eliminating oatmeal for 2 weeks. See how you feel." Margaret left the office confused but hopeful. That evening, she told her neighbor Eleanor about the appointment. Eleanor, 71, had similar struggles for years. "Oh, honey," Eleanor said, "I stopped eating oatmeal 3 years ago. I had the same problems: bloating, gas, low energy every morning. I switched to eggs and vegetables for breakfast, and I feel like a new person." Margaret decided to try it. The first morning without oatmeal felt strange. She made 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and a slice of whole grain toast. By mid-morning, she realized something. Her stomach felt lighter. No bloating, no heaviness. She had more energy than she had felt in months. After 2 weeks, Margaret returned to her doctor. "I cannot believe it," she said with a smile. "I feel so much better. My stomach is flat in the mornings. I am not tired anymore. Even my knees feel less stiff." The doctor smiled. "That is because your body was reacting to something in the oatmeal. It could have been the fiber overload, the phytic acid, the way it was processed, or even a mild sensitivity to avenin, the protein in oats similar to gluten." Margaret felt relieved, but also a little frustrated. Why did no one tell me this before? I thought I was doing everything right. You were doing your best, the doctor reassured her. But every body is different. And after 60, your digestion changes. What worked at 50 may not work at 70. Margaret's story is not unusual. Across America, thousands of older adults eat oatmeal every day, believing it is the ultimate healthy breakfast. And for many people, it is. But for a significant number of seniors, especially those with certain morning health issues, oatmeal can do more harm than good. If you have ever felt bloated, tired, or uncomfortable after your morning oats, this video is for you. If Margaret's story sounds familiar, stay with us until the end. The Ageless Vitality channel is here to share simple, science-based health tips that help older adults from Boston to San Diego make smarter choices and live stronger, happier lives. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell because one small change at breakfast could be the key to feeling better all day long. Now, let us talk about the 6 morning health problems that mean you should think twice before eating oatmeal. These conditions are common among seniors, but often overlooked. If you experience any of these issues, especially in the morning, oatmeal may not be your friend. The first morning health problem is chronic bloating and gas within 30 minutes of eating. If you wake up feeling fine, but within an hour of eating oatmeal, your stomach swells up and you feel gassy, uncomfortable, or even painful, this is a red flag. Oatmeal is high in soluble fiber, which is great for many people. But if your digestive system is slow or sensitive, that fiber can ferment in your gut, causing gas and bloating. This is especially true for seniors whose digestive enzymes and stomach acid naturally decrease with age. When fiber sits too long in a sluggish digestive tract, it feeds the wrong bacteria, leading to trapped gas and discomfort. A study from the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that nearly 40 fantram of adults over 65 experience some degree of delayed gastric emptying. For these individuals, high-fiber breakfasts like oatmeal can worsen symptoms instead of improving them. Margaret experienced this firsthand. Every morning after her oatmeal, she felt like a balloon. Her stomach was tight, her clothes felt snug, and she spent the rest of the morning feeling heavy and distracted. Once she switched to a lower fiber, higher protein breakfast, the bloating disappeared within days. If this sounds like you, it does not mean fiber is bad. It just means your body may need fiber from gentler sources, like cooked vegetables or small amounts of fruit, instead of a big bowl of oats first thing in the morning. The reason behind this reaction is actually quite scientific. Oats contain a mix of soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber, like beta-glucan, absorbs water and forms a thick gel in your stomach. This is great for lowering cholesterol, but in a slow digestive system, that gel can sit too long. Meanwhile, the insoluble fiber can irritate sensitive intestinal walls. For seniors with conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, or simply age-related digestive slowdown, oatmeal becomes a trigger food instead of a healing one. Doctors at the University of Michigan Medical Center have noted that many older patients report feeling better when they switch from grain-based breakfasts to protein and vegetable-based meals. The key is not to avoid fiber entirely, but to choose fiber that your specific body can handle comfortably. Steamed zucchini, sautéed spinach, or a small serving of berries often work better for sensitive seniors than a large bowl of oats. The second morning health problem is acid reflux or heartburn shortly after eating. Many seniors deal with acid reflux, also called GERD. It happens when stomach acid flows back up into the esophagus, causing burning pain in the chest or throat. While oatmeal is often recommended as a bland, safe food for people with reflux, the truth is more complicated. If you add sweeteners like honey, brown sugar, or dried fruit, or if you eat oatmeal on an empty stomach without enough protein or fat, it can actually trigger acid production and make reflux worse. Additionally, oats contain a type of carbohydrate that breaks down quickly in the stomach. If your stomach is already producing too much acid, or if your lower esophageal sphincter is weak, that quick breakdown can increase pressure in the stomach and push acid upward. A report from the Mayo Clinic noted that many seniors with morning reflux improved significantly when they delayed breakfast by 30 minutes, drank warm water first, and replaced oatmeal with eggs, avocado, or a small portion of Greek yogurt. Margaret did not realize her occasional heartburn was connected to her oatmeal. She thought it was just stress or sleeping flat. But when she stopped eating oats in the morning, the burning sensation went away. She now starts her day with warm lemon water, waits 15 minutes, then eats protein-rich foods that keep her stomach calm and satisfied. The science behind this is straightforward. When you eat a carbohydrate-heavy meal like oatmeal, especially sweetened oatmeal, your stomach has to produce more acid to break it down. In younger people, the stomach can handle this easily. But in older adults, the stomach lining is thinner. The sphincter muscle that keeps acid down is weaker, and the digestive process is slower. This creates the perfect environment for acid to creep back up into the esophagus. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that seniors who ate high-carbohydrate, low-protein breakfasts were twice as likely to report morning heartburn compared to those who ate balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. The solution is not necessarily to stop eating oatmeal forever, but to recognize when it is causing problems and adjust accordingly. If you have GERD or frequent heartburn, try switching to a savory breakfast for a few weeks. Eggs with avocado, smoked salmon with cucumber, or a vegetable omelet are all excellent choices that keep acid levels stable. The third morning health problem is low energy and brain fog despite a full night's sleep. This one surprises many people. Oatmeal is supposed to give you energy, right? But for some seniors, especially those with blood sugar sensitivity or insulin resistance, oatmeal can cause a quick spike in blood sugar followed by a sharp crash. This roller coaster effect leaves you feeling tired, foggy, and craving more food within 2 hours. When you eat plain oatmeal or oatmeal loaded with sweet toppings, your body breaks it down into glucose very quickly. Your pancreas releases insulin to manage the sugar. But if you are over 60 and your insulin response is slower or less effective, your blood sugar can spike too high, then drop too low. This creates what doctors call reactive hypoglycemia. You feel shaky, weak, tired, and mentally unclear. A study from Harvard Medical School found that older adults who ate high glycemic breakfasts like sweetened oatmeal or instant oats experienced blood sugar swings that were nearly 3 times larger than those who ate low glycemic meals with protein and fat. These swings do not just affect energy, they also affect mood, memory, and even heart rhythm. Margaret noticed this pattern clearly. After her oatmeal, she felt okay for about an hour. Then suddenly, she would feel exhausted. Her thoughts felt cloudy. She needed coffee just to stay awake. She assumed it was just part of getting older. But when she switched to eggs and vegetables for breakfast, her energy stayed steady all morning. She felt alert, focused, and did not need that second cup of coffee anymore. The lesson here is simple. If you feel tired or foggy after eating oatmeal, your body is telling you something. It is not that oatmeal is bad. It is that your body needs a different kind of fuel in the morning. Protein, healthy fats, and non-starchy vegetables provide slow, steady energy that keeps your brain sharp and your body strong without the crash. The fourth morning health problem is unexplained joint pain or stiffness that worsens in the morning. This is one of the most surprising connections. Many seniors do not realize that certain grains, including oats, can contribute to inflammation, especially if you have underlying joint issues like arthritis or autoimmune conditions. Oats contain a protein called avenin, which is similar to gluten. While most people tolerate avenin just fine, some individuals, especially those with celiac disease, gluten sensitivity, or autoimmune disorders, can react to it. When your immune system reacts to avenin, it triggers an inflammatory response. This inflammation can show up as joint pain, stiffness, swelling, or even muscle aches. For seniors who already have arthritis or osteoarthritis, this added inflammation can make morning stiffness significantly worse. Margaret had always blamed her achy knees on aging and the rainy Seattle weather, but after she stopped eating oatmeal, she noticed her joints felt looser and less painful in the mornings. Her fingers, which used to feel stiff and swollen, were more flexible. She could open jars and type on her computer without discomfort. Her doctor explained that while oats are generally anti-inflammatory for most people, they can have the opposite effect in people who are sensitive to grains or who have autoimmune tendencies. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that individuals with rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions often saw symptom improvement when they eliminated grains from their diet for 30 days. While oats are not as inflammatory as wheat or corn, they still contain compounds that some bodies react to. If you wake up every morning with stiff, painful joints and you eat oatmeal regularly, it is worth trying a grain-free breakfast for 2 to 3 weeks to see if your symptoms improve. The fifth morning health problem is digestive discomfort or diarrhea within 1 to 2 hours of eating. Some seniors experience loose stools, cramping, or urgent bathroom trips shortly after eating oatmeal. This can happen for a few reasons. First, oatmeal is very high in soluble fiber, which draws water into the intestines. If your body is not used to that much fiber, or if you have a sensitive gut, this can lead to diarrhea. Second, oats contain phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that can irritate the intestinal lining and interfere with nutrient absorption. Third, if you have a mild intolerance to avenin or other oat proteins, your gut may react with inflammation, cramping, and loose stools. Eleanor, Margaret's neighbor, experienced this for years. She thought she just had a sensitive stomach, but every morning after her oatmeal, she would have to rush to the bathroom. She felt embarrassed and uncomfortable. Her doctor suggested she try eliminating oatmeal, and within 3 days, her digestion normalized. She switched to a breakfast of Greek yogurt with berries and a handful of nuts, and her stomach troubles disappeared. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows that up to 20 fan-tram of seniors have some degree of food intolerance that worsens with age. The digestive system becomes less resilient, and foods that were once tolerated fine can start causing problems. If oatmeal consistently causes digestive upset, it is your body's way of saying, "This food is not working for me anymore." The sixth morning health problem is blood sugar imbalances or pre-diabetic symptoms. If you have been told your fasting blood sugar is creeping up, or if you have pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, eating oatmeal, especially sweetened or instant oatmeal, can make your blood sugar control worse. Even though oats are considered a whole grain, they are still primarily carbohydrates. When eaten without adequate protein or fat, they break down into sugar quickly. For someone with insulin resistance, this means higher blood sugar levels, more insulin demand, and greater difficulty managing glucose throughout the day. A landmark study from the American Diabetes Association found that seniors with pre-diabetes who ate high-carbohydrate breakfasts had significantly worse blood sugar control over a 12-week period compared to those who ate protein-rich breakfasts. The oatmeal eaters had higher fasting glucose levels, more afternoon energy crashes, and greater difficulty losing weight. Margaret did not have full diabetes, but her doctor warned her that her fasting blood sugar was at the high end of normal. Once she stopped eating oatmeal and switched to eggs, vegetables, and a small amount of healthy fat, her blood sugar levels improved noticeably. Her next checkup showed her fasting glucose had dropped into the healthy range, and she lost 6 pounds without even trying. If you have any blood sugar concerns, whether diagnosed or not, it is crucial to pay attention to how your body responds to breakfast. Oatmeal may be heart-healthy for some, but for others, especially those with metabolic issues, it can quietly push blood sugar in the wrong direction. Now that we have covered the 6 morning health problems, let us talk about what you should do if you recognize yourself in any of these situations. The good news is that you do not have to give up a healthy breakfast. You just need to make smarter choices that match your body's needs. The first solution is to identify your symptoms and track your body's response. For the next 2 weeks, keep a simple journal. Write down what you eat for breakfast and how you feel 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 2 hours later. Note any bloating, gas, heartburn, fatigue, joint pain, or digestive issues. This will help you see patterns clearly. If oatmeal consistently shows up alongside negative symptoms, you have your answer. The second solution is to try a 2-week oatmeal elimination trial. This is exactly what Margaret did, and it changed her life. For 2 weeks, replace your oatmeal with other whole food breakfasts. Try scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes. Try Greek yogurt with a handful of berries and walnuts. Try a vegetable omelet with avocado. Try smoked salmon with cucumber and cream cheese. These meals provide protein, healthy fats, and fiber without the potential triggers found in oats. During these 2 weeks, pay close attention to how you feel. Do you have more energy? Is your stomach flatter? Are your joints less stiff? Do you feel mentally clearer? If the answer is yes, then oatmeal was likely contributing to your problems. You can then decide whether to eliminate it entirely or bring it back occasionally in small amounts. The third solution is to choose anti-inflammatory protein-rich breakfasts. After 60, your body needs more protein to maintain muscle mass, support immune function, and keep blood sugar stable. A breakfast built around eggs, fish, poultry, or plant-based proteins like hemp seeds or chia seeds gives your body exactly what it needs. Add non-starchy vegetables like spinach, kale, bell peppers, or zucchini for fiber and antioxidants. Add a healthy fat like avocado, olive oil, or nuts for satiety and brain health. This combination keeps you full, energized, and inflammation-free. The fourth solution is to reintroduce oats carefully if you want to. If you love oatmeal and do not want to give it up forever, you can try reintroducing it in a smarter way. Choose steel-cut oats or old-fashioned oats, never instant. Cook them with unsweetened almond milk or water. Add protein like a scoop of collagen powder or a side of eggs. Add healthy fat like almond butter or chia seeds. Skip the sugar, honey, and dried fruit. Use fresh berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon instead. Eat a smaller portion, like 1 Fan2 cup dry oats instead of 1 Nua cup. And always drink a glass of warm water 15 minutes before eating to prepare your stomach. The fifth solution is to listen to your body without judgment. Many seniors feel guilty or confused when a so-called healthy food does not work for them. But the truth is, no single food is right for everyone. Your body is unique. Your digestion, your metabolism, your immune system, and your health history are different from anyone else's. What works for your neighbor or your friend may not work for you, and that is okay. Listening to your body and making changes based on how you feel is not giving up. It is honoring your health. The sixth solution is to work with a healthcare provider or nutritionist. If you are unsure whether oatmeal is the problem, or if you have multiple health issues that make breakfast confusing, consider working with a professional. A registered dietitian or functional medicine doctor can help you identify food sensitivities, test for nutrient deficiencies, and create a personalized eating plan that supports your unique needs. Margaret now enjoys a variety of breakfasts. Some mornings she has eggs and vegetables. Other mornings she has Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. Occasionally, she has a small serving of oatmeal cooked the right way with protein and healthy fat. But she no longer eats it every single day, and she never eats it when her stomach feels sensitive. She listens to her body and adjusts accordingly. As a result, she has more energy, better digestion, less joint pain, and a much happier relationship with food. Her story is a powerful reminder that healthy eating is not about following rules or eating what everyone else says is good. It is about paying attention to your own body, learning what makes you feel your best, and having the courage to make changes even when they go against conventional wisdom. The 6 morning health problems we discussed today, chronic bloating, acid reflux, low energy and brain fog, joint pain and stiffness, digestive discomfort, and blood sugar imbalances, are not rare. They affect millions of seniors across the United States. And for many of these individuals, oatmeal is an unsuspected contributor. The solution is not to fear food or avoid everything. The solution is to become curious, educated, and willing to experiment. If you recognized yourself in Margaret's story or in any of the 6 health problems, start paying attention tomorrow morning. Notice how you feel after breakfast. Track your symptoms. Try eliminating oatmeal for 2 weeks and see what happens. You might be surprised at how much better you feel when you eat foods that truly match your body's needs. Remember that after 60, your body is not the same as it was at 40 or 50. Your digestion slows down. Your immune system becomes more reactive. Your blood sugar regulation becomes less efficient. These changes are normal, but they require you to adjust your eating habits. What worked in the past may not work now, and that is okay. It is not a failure. It is simply a new chapter that requires new choices. Oatmeal is a wonderful food for many people, but it is not a magic food that works for everyone. If it makes you feel good, keeps your energy steady, and does not cause any negative symptoms, then enjoy it. But if it leaves you bloated, tired, achy, or uncomfortable, do not force yourself to keep eating it just because someone said it is healthy. Your body knows better. If this video helped you understand your symptoms better or gave you the clarity you needed to make a change, please share it with someone you love. Maybe it is a friend who complains about morning bloating. Maybe it is a family member who struggles with fatigue despite eating healthy. Maybe it is a neighbor who has joint pain and does not know why. One share could change someone's life the way Margaret's doctor changed hers. If you believe that older adults deserve to feel strong, energized, and comfortable in their own bodies, please like this video to support our mission. Every like helps us reach more people. Every share spreads the message that health is personal and that listening to your body is the most important thing you can do. The Ageless Vitality channel is committed to bringing you real science, honest stories, and practical solutions that work in the real world. We do not believe in one-size-fits-all advice. We believe in empowering you to make informed choices based on your unique health, your unique body, and your unique life. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about your health. And thank you for being part of a community that values truth, compassion, and lifelong vitality. Every story starts with one small habit. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop doing what everyone says is right and start doing what feels right for you. Eat well, live well, and enjoy every moment of your golden years.